With the election looming on the horizon, some parties are beginning to canvass Hawke's Bay voters in the run-up to this year's October 14th general election. ACT Party leader David Seymour spoke to a packed-out crowd in Havelock North, hoping to persuade the audience that they're the party of change.
Hey, look, we had 300 people and at least one parrot come out in Havelock North to hear about how we're going to change our future and deliver real change for New Zealand. People are obviously very emotional, very frustrated, and I can understand that. They see this government as having taken a huge amount of money. They've misused a lot of it. Life's getting less affordable and people don't like it. They can't make ends meet. And the other way their dignity is under assault is that they're told that they're not quite a full 100% paid up citizen of New Zealand, that there's now going to be different types of rules or positions based on who your ancestors were. People say, look, we want a New Zealand where you can get ahead, where everyone's an equal full citizen, and we're asking, can we change that? And they're asking hard questions. Will you do this? Can you do this? And we've got to persuade them that the party Vote for ACT will do it.
Really good points, which was what I expected from ACT, especially from David Seymour. Listen to David being interviewed. I've never heard him trip up on anything. Some might call that slick. I call it intelligent, smart, and the signs of a great leader.
He understands that there's a lot that needs doing, rectifying, after what this Labour government's done to the country.
Our job is not to talk at you, but to hear from you, because we're representatives. A big part of our job is to hear the concerns and aspirations of people up and down this country.
Mainly wanted to really hear what he had to say, the fact that he's advertising this as a change, like a real change. I really wanted to hear from him, hear from David himself, and find out what he could do to really make a change.
Just really interested in hearing what David's got to say and the ACT Party's got to say. I think the last 3 years I've become a lot more aware of what's going on, a lot more curious as to what's going on, a lot more politicised. I was at the national meeting earlier today too, and that was obviously a lot more focused on agriculture, which wasn't mentioned at all here. Climate change wasn't mentioned. I can't, with a clear conscience, vote for any party that supported the mandates.
If we want change, 61 votes for ACT and National. The only question is how many are ACT and how many are National. If you're currently voting National, you give your vote to ACT. It doesn't change the number of MPs on the right. You're not taking your vote away from the centre right. You're just making sure that you're voting for more ACT MPs and fewer National MPs within that 61.
I was a strong Labour individual, but too many things are in the wrong direction. But I'm also not a strong National voter at the moment either.
At the moment, there's probably another party that would probably represent me on a social level more. But I think on an economic level, ACT hits the mark.
I didn't need much persuading when I came here tonight, but it's confirmed how I'm going to vote.
Ever since last year, I've been following a guy called Matt King, who was a National Party MP for Northland. He's now set up Democracy NZ.
So word of mouth saying, look, actually, I'm going to give my party Vote for ACT. Yeah, maybe I'm taking a vote off National, still keeping it on the right and making sure it's a stronger group. You have no idea how powerful that is because it gives people permission.